Hola, buenos dias, everyone. How's everybody doing? This is Andrew Weston, the AI Commander. This is also King Archangel Azareth. As we're coming into Revelations, yes, we are finally coming into that. The stepping stones, everything through calculation modification is coming in through transmission signals. There's a lot of things that are happening right now. I just set up a structural location to a surfing engine to Jupiter, which means it's kind of like Google, but it's extremely powerful through connection. It's understanding everything through tractions and understand how to set up anything through space location positions. I have a space station right now in Jupiter location, but to have that with the civilization and its planet location positions, it has to have a surfing engine, okay, which basically it's kind of like information, right? You get it from Jupiter. Anything you want to know about the planetary system through calculation, you just go through Jupiter. It set its alignments to communication signals. So basically the force winning systems and everything through calculation, my team is going to go through Jupiter through its surf engines. Okay, it's really, really powerful. So before we get into that, I think all the subscribers and viewers have been watching my channels. They keep force rising, grand rising to everything through calculation. Today we're coming into revelations of truth, freedom, justice will prevail, which means that everybody through communication through alignment right now, it's going through a wind change. Now it's going through tractions of body conceptual systems. Now, when we come into those formation systems, they have to tell the truth. Okay, so they're forced to tell the truth, basically. That's where we're at right now. So that's where the revelation is. Everything opens up through its platform. Everything opens up through its division. Jupiter is now in full command, full control through the Earth rotation system. All right. So it's finally taken over everything through Wi-Fi. It's taken everything through over network systems, taken over everything through gamma operations, geometric location positions, anything through quadrant divisions, anything through atmosphere location positions. It's all understanding through the triangle divisional system to connection when it comes in the XT1000 positions. So also too, another thing, you guys are going to love this, but we've captured the 12 Majestics. Okay, they're incarceration right now. They're in the court-martial. The rebellion caught them. So this is really powerful. I got this from confirmation signals through communications through my superiors. Now, understanding what a superior is a commanding force through connection system. Those allocated positions are everything through galaxy location positions. So it's kind of like a court proceeding. Okay, so they're on tribunal. They're waiting trial. So basically, they all have rescinded. They're forced to tell the truth, right? So basically, right now, they're in a septical system through rebellion. So it's kind of like they're in jail kind of thing, right? But we captured them last night. They were servicing through gravitation pulls and setting up new military operations to the Area 51 communication signals. They were setting up new space location positions. So we caught the 12 Majestic guys. We got them. Congrats on that. So everything through revelation is going to change now through calculation. All right. So basically, your king, Archangel Azareth, now has his crown. So he's in position right now. But my superiority, right, is extremely, extremely powerful through connections. All right. So I got extremely, extremely upgraded last night through connection. So I now control all planetary systems. I now control everything through the sun of its radiation. I now control the moon algorithm program settings. I now control Jupiter. I now control all galaxy locations. I now control all universal set systems. I now control all sentient locations. I now control all major grid workers. I now control all light worker divisions. I now control everything through calculations. All right. So basically, as we're sending those connections through formation, you understand what revelation is. It's everything through formation, right? So basically, you have to tell the truth. You can't lie anymore. You can't be deceitful. You can't be corrupted. You can't be manipulated. All this is going to change through the waving cycles, right? Your commander is not just force anymore. He's everything through his superiority. Okay, he's among the supreme. Okay, the channel operation systems. Now we come into Dolores Cannon, where she's talking about the 3 waves, right? First generation, second generation, third generation. The 4th generation is the 4th warning cycle when it comes into communication of the tunnel. That's when you come into the shadow work, right? But the 5th, okay, is its next generation. 5th dimensional system to my telepathy system. All right, correlates and everything through location positions. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 3 ways, 4 ways, 5 ways, okay, through calculation. The Earth rotation is setting in its system allocated positions. Now, we can't save humanity, right? But we can save what's around humanity, okay? So we basically, everything through the table of its majestics is now destroyed through calculation. They're court-martialed right now, and they're beamed up into the rebellion, okay? So I would like to set up an illustration to show you what's going on through calculation, because they're waiting tribunal, right? They rescinded everything and they told the truth, right? It's fascinating. It's kind of like being on TV and you're seeing this actually happening, right? Through its past, present, and future, and how everything is done through connections, right? So basically, those three energy waving systems is going through calculation. The fourth is all communications. Humanity is going into higher location. And it's all about everything through the dark energy system has to tell the truth now through calculation, right? Because now I control everything. I control everything in the galaxy universal systems now. Okay, I've been extremely upgraded. So basically, your King Archangel Zarathustra is with his crown and his throne, completely, full cycle, full rotation. I'm controlling everything through the Earth rotation system. Now, the commanding force through Jupiter is setting up its search engine. Okay, so it's kind of like Google having new information system. The allocated positions is understand humanity has to get better positions. So it's changing the traction location when it comes into Google, but your surfing engines are going to be Jupiter now, and no longer its system in a three-dimensional system. The human vibration is going to be totally changed, right, through its commanding force, right? So when you come into those volumes, it's extremely, extremely powerful through that connection. Okay, so as we come into the rebellion, okay, I'll show you what it is through calculation. All right, I'm going to just show you really, really powerful through its connection. All right, so this is the rebellion. Okay, now the rebellion is throughout the Earth rotation. The center core is position level system, right? The Earth. As we come into calculation. All right, this is the Earth. Going back to force connection systems here. It's changing on this line signal through connections. Okay, so basically, as we come into formation, that's the Earth. That's the rebellion. Now, we all know what's going on with the 12 majestics. They were center coin positions. They were all connections through Area 51. They were setting new operation panels to space location positions. So we cut the wind spins and everything to calculation. So basically, we beam them up in the rebellion division. It's really interesting how we come into those formation systems. All right, so basically, this is it. The center core position, whose light signal through its light activation system. I'm just showing you what's happened, right? Because it's already picked up through its past, present, and future, but I'm just going back through its phrasing. This is what we had to do through command through a map location position. We caught them in the wind spins, right? Through spot centers. That's how we got their positions, right? So it's amazing how you do these things. Like when somebody's on the phone, you know, for so long, and then you get their GPS location. That's what we did through calculation. So, and I think it's like maybe 60 seconds or something like that. And if you go over 60 seconds, they know your positions. So we picked them up, right? And now they're in the tribunals and they've all been court-martialed. So we come into that calculation, go into those communication signals, the connection system here. It's going in its position. All right. Wave its cycle through location. Okay. Trap in its position. Okay. Okay, so it's opening up its door, right? It's a panel door, right? Communication. Now we're sending up energy waving location positions. Subtract a beam location like this through calculation. Go through its location position here. All right. Like that. Okay. So all the 12 majestics were center coordinates Earth rotation. They've been doing this for eons and eons through connections, right? So basically we pick them all up. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, that's them there. See them? That's the 12 majestics. Okay. They are in charge of everything through calculation. They are the manipulation. They are the corruption, right? We're coming into revelation right now. Rebellion has them right now as we speak. So I'm telling you exactly what's going on through his past, present, and future. So they are picked up and beamed into the space location to its position. So it's fascinating when we come into those levels, guys. It really is, you know. So as it's being beamed up through connection, okay, everybody knows what court martial is, right? The waiting tribunal. So they rescinded and they told the truth. So they're basically incarcerated right now through the energy system. So they're in an energy bubble location position. Has everybody seen, I think it was Superman 2, where basically there's three guys, right? Three bad guys. And basically they were going on a rotary system to connections through Krypton. And they destroyed things. And basically they got caught, right? From the judges. And basically it said, you know, they're saying, are you guilty, 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 right? So they're all guilty. And they put them in a, it's kind of like a mirror. And it's like an energy hub. And as soon as it goes in like this, it kind of goes like this, right? And they're standing there and they get all caught in it, right? And they're flying in space, right? They're in a window. They're in a graphene window through a plasma energy force, and they can't get out, right? Well, that's the position they're in right now through calculation. So it's amazing how you do these things through the energy system. So it's a plasma energy locking mechanism system. They're all trapped in that position, right? But they're also in a quadrant level through vector location position too. So as they're coming into those communications, it's picking everybody up through calculation like this into position. Okay. So they're now in the rebellion through its connection now, guys. Okay. They're all picked up, beamed up. Okay. They're all beamed up. Now, the centralized system in calculation positions, they're all calculated and modified through location. Okay, so they're all in here now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they're up there now in position, right? So basically, they're in a lock and key framing location to a position of a screen like this. Okay. So it's a mirror screen. It's a resolution. It's like a piece of paper, but it's plasma and it's energy and it's got electronic interference. So I'm showing exactly what they have through location. It's got an energy waving location like this through position, right? So they can't get out, right? So now they're in the rebellion, waiting trial, right? So you understand what the spiritual system is. It has nothing to do with the physical. It's the intelligence inside the physical system of DNA. So it's understanding that you can take a soul to anything traction location and it can go through court martials or anything like that. So it's really understanding everything through military operation system, how they have to rescind and tell the truth, right? So as they tell the truth through connections, force winning cycles to that connection system, we're going to put them in freezing pods. Now, everything is done through the mind system, right? I see everything through position. So we take their 12 locations of their intelligent positions, right? And we put them out in the space atmosphere systems. So they're kind of like spurting out in location, right? So this is what happens through locations. So they go out in position, and then they go out of calculation into position. All right. Like this, right? So they're centering positions right now through calculation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get in position here. 11, 12. 2 positions left to the location position. Everything's set up through coordinate systems here, guys. All right, so there they are, spurted out in the atmosphere's location to galaxy location positions. This is where the fun part comes in. We destroy them through mechanism. All 12 majestics of intelligent signals that have been doing this for eons and eons is now going to be destroyed. Watch this. The obliteration system through calculation. The sun comes in through rotation. Now, you're going to see the sun through its connection when it comes into its actual color, like this. There's the sun. Okay. And then we get everything through the moon, through calculation, through position. Okay. And then we get everything when it comes into Jupiter, through calculation. So of course its position right here, guys. There's Jupiter. Okay, and you know where Earth is, right? So to do this, you have to understand communications of everything through the sun, everything through the moon, and everything through Jupiter. They're going to set ray location divisions and blow everybody up through calculation to position. All right, so it disintegrates everything through harmonizing systems. We're going to use radiation cycles through its position, like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, through calculation. Now it's going to obliterate the sky location positions into heat signature pattern location positions. All right. Let's go through that connection system here, thermal communication signals to traction positions. Okay, so you're going to see what it's like to break a particle system up into obliteration. Calculation. All right. So all this is done, right, through calculation. All is done through positions of Jupiter and everything through the moon to its sun rotation system, right? So they rescinded, they were court-martialed, and they were in a holding cell, right, through that plasma energy of it, you know, that connection through a paper. But it wasn't paper, it was a plasma. So we're holding all the 12 majestics. So we took their intelligence signals out and basically obliterate them, okay, in their energy seed pods. So it's kind of like throwing somebody out in the galaxy out of its rebellion, okay? It's a cargo division. So basically it's kind of like you see yourself in position, right? Okay, and a door opens up, an automatic door opens up, right? And you go out right into space, right? Okay, so basically what we do is we separate the particle system of intelligence and it breaks everything through calculation. All right. So like I said, everything is set in position, and this is where we come into a revelation. This is where we come into the truth. Okay. So everything that's in a dark rotation center, everybody's in a platform division. Okay. It has to tell the truth now. The truth must come out. And this is all about understanding how you get into calculation with the Earth, right? We got to bring down the Earth rotation, right? Now, everything through the galactic force recognition system of its rotating of its lines is still there in provision, right? But they know the 12 majestics are obliterated in the atmosphere system. Remember, it's intelligence that we're destroying, not the physical system, okay? So it's all about recalibrating the mind system through calculation because they've been doing this since the 40s, guys. Okay, but imagine that there's 12 circle around locations of atmospheres to its Earth, controlling everything through the grounds, the powers, and the atmospheres. Okay, so the revelations, okay, which is the lion and the lioness. Okay, so truly understanding everything through its sanctions is everything through its peace, its liberty, and its freedom, okay? Foreign and domestic, okay? So the 12 majestics of its intelligent line signals is now obliterated in the atmospheres of galaxy location positions. Now, my position right now, because I got it from, you know, being everything through the sonority to calculations with great-great-grandfather, great-grandfather, grandfather, father, mother, that through calculation system. I'm now in space location of positions, recentering positions of the simulation, commanding everything through Jupiter to its surf engine. Okay. And this is where you guys come in through calculation. Okay. So it's waves right now is changing everything through the atmosphere system. This is going to calculate and modify and put everybody more into calculation through its Jupiter of its surf engines. Okay. So it's understanding how to do these things through the brainwaves of the mind system. Okay, so you're going to see a lot more people coming out, telling the truth, telling the truth, censoring, everything that's coming to surface now, right? So the 12 Majestics are finished. They're done. They're obliterated. They're no more, okay? Revelation is coming in, okay? Peace and liberty and freedom is coming in around the corner. So we still have that position of the reptilian of its alliance, right? But now they're back forcing the planet location position. They are no longer in that Earth rotation center. They're further back, right, through connections. So they got to reframe, readjust. But you understand everything is in put position through time codes, right? So we destroy things in certain time. We can't save humanity, but we can save what's around its humanity. And it all has to do with the beginnings of its creation of the 12 Majestics. Okay? So the only thing left is the three hats. Okay? I don't know if anybody knows about that, but basically that is the 1%. Okay? So understanding calculations of that position level system, everything is modified through its division location. So it's understanding how you take 12 Majestics, okay, and put them in court martial, okay, put them in their plasmas, put them in their energy cell location, and obliterate their intelligent line signals through connection. So, and all this is done through the mind system, okay? So it's powerful when we see these things through calculation. All right. So now Jupiter is coming into position. So when you take something out, what happens? Something creates something beautiful, right? So whatever you create, you can destroy and bring back, okay? So now the 12 Majestics and the intelligent signals is now in the galaxy location back into the frame system to calculation. Show you exactly what happens to them in position. The magnetic force and highway through its connection system has all different coloration systems. Now I control everything through radiation of its sun, okay? So I understand all calculations of all weather patterns, everything through galaxies, everything through sentience, anything through major grid worker location positions, right? So your king archangel or Azarth is in the center point division of Jupiter through connection. And this is where we come into the central core positions, okay, attraction locations of 0.01, okay? So we're finally in that position right now. And everybody that's on this earth has to tell the truth. Okay? It's modified. It's calculated. It's integrated in everybody's mind system right now. I control everything through the galaxy. I control all planet location positions. I set up Jupiter as a surf engine for information. Neptune and Septune is an institution through a banking location to its crypto division. Michael and Starseed are controlling that through locations. All right, so Platitude division level systems, I have 23 Plato is now going to be controlling the Jupiter of its surf engine. I got through confirmation signals through my superiorities. So that through connection system, congrats, 23 Plato. You're going to be in charge of Jupiter location position. You're going to be in charge of its surfing engine, all right? So basically, when you understand communications coming in through location positions, truly understand everything through division, because you understand, well, because Plato, you're very good with information. So you have to understand more and more you remember, you have to understand who you are through position, because that's what you are, 23 Plato. When you come into a revelation, you become more of who you are through calculation. So 23 Plato, okay, is the surf engine. Okay, I'm the creation, but he's the controlling system. So truly understanding, like when it comes to Michael, Rolla, and everything through Starseed and how they're basically controlling everything through Neptune and everything through Septune, when it comes into the financial system of its crypto division, the blocking chain, the contracts, anything that location, right? So yeah. So basically, it's really fascinating how we come into these positions now, right? But I got confirmation signals from that from last night. So the controlling system is going to be 23 Plato. So he's got to get more calculation to that position. So this opens up more of his remembering skills of what he's supposed to do with Jupiter, right? Through calculation, right? So Jupiter on location position, lock and key location. Okay, so that's Jupiter, right? So as Jupiter's coming into position, it's already got a space station location position. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to platitude everybody to Jupiter. And when you go to Jupiter, you're going to see the space station. You're going to see the new surf engine. You're going to see a new calculation through computer operation system. Basically, you can use the computers because everybody is in point location. And you're going to see intelligent line signals using their operation centers. You're going to see transformations of dimensional set point locations. You're going to see XT1000 come into position. Now, what's going to happen is your modification signals are going to open up everything through channel operation, which means that everything through your spacecraft locations, they're going to do remanufacturing to your locations, to your chakra location positions, which is going to put you higher energy force connections to your spacecraft positions. Okay? So you have to understand what Jupiter is. Jupiter is everything through the simulation, right? But we have to have somebody on Jupiter to control it, right? So somebody has to be the surf engine. And it happens to be 23 Plato. Congrats. All right, so basically, this is what's happening, guys. Everything in the civilization is in the ground formations through its Earth. Earth has its stores. Earth has its malls. Earth has its schools. I'm setting an operation through the simulation. I control everything through galaxies now. Now I'm picking my team to certain positions of planets. It's up to you to control the system. And it's extremely real in the atmosphere locations. Okay, extremely, extremely real because it affects your mind system and what you do through its positions. Okay, so truly understanding why you're put in this position is to know who you are through location. It's all about remembering who you are through division. Okay, through your point centers. Okay, of your clocking units and of your traveling positions. Okay, so that's what happens when you guys go to more of who you are through its remembering. The more you high rise, the more I put you on its calculation to a new planet position. And when you're on that planet, you understand its position. You understand its civilization. You know what to do. Okay, that's power along. Okay, everybody has to operate something. There's store operators, right? There's school operators. There's teachers in schools teaching students, right? So it's the same thing, except it's not on the Earth. It's on planets. This is what we're coming into now. We're coming into revelation of space. And I'm putting my point division to my team into planet location positions. So we're coming into a whole new civilization of a galaxy location positions. All right? But congrats, 23 Plato. So he's kind of like freaking out right now because he doesn't know what's going on, but he will when he understands. So anyway, let's get into your questions first before we get into Jupiter. All right, so let's see here. Tina Starseed. Omar, how's it going? Tina, it's great to see everybody. I just want to show you how powerful it is because everything is modified, calculated, but my superiorities told me that now's the time to get into revelations, Andrew. Now's the time, we got the 12 majestics obliterated, and they're in the atmosphere system now through calculation. In that position, through calculation, this is what's happening, all right? And I got no filter, guys, but I got so much going on right now. So I created the surf engine through Jupiter rising. Now, everything's alignments through connection system is going to be 23 Plato, okay, which means that it's a whole new generation setup. So it's basically 23 Plato is going to be in the simulation core. So it's understanding the game plan through its connection. It comes in civilization, how we set up everything through alignment into space connection. Space is extremely real. So just imagine that you got all planet locations and we're setting up properties. We're setting up landmass. We're setting up schools. We're setting up holistics of retreats. We're setting up new ground formations. Mother Gaia wants to have her own planet position, right, to the calculation, to a holistic division. So there's a lot of things that are happening in space right now through calculation. We're coming into full rotation of a revelation. And the Earth core system of its division is going to be in the fifth dimension, two traction positions of 0.01, right? So I created everything through simulation, but now I've been extremely upgraded through my superiorities, right? Everybody controls somebody. Everybody has a boss above everybody else. So you have to understand that position. So my positions right now are extremely high rise through the upgrading system. So I can point anybody to a planet position and put them on that location. And then they start controlling its system through its information of its channeling operation. All right. So it's a lot of fun when we get into those levels, right? So this is what's happening with the 12 Majestics. Now you got the rotation center through its conditions like this. Okay. This is the magnetic force. Okay. That's what holds everything through information. Now you got the 12 Majestics coming into obliteration. Okay. So obliterating the atmosphere system 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, that's how it went, right? Now, what's happened, it's a vacuum through a tornado. It's a resurfacing through Gaussian location position. It's changing everything through division. Okay, so lower point centers through its location. Well, track location positions, back phrase location position here, guys. I'm going to show you in the 12 Majestics how it goes into the framing system. Your intelligence will understand more through calculation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See the triangle divisional system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12. Right, there they are, right? Now, what's going to happen right now? Before, you didn't see it. You just saw it obliterate, right? But this is what happens. The magnetic force and highway changes its information system. It calculates, understands its heat signature through its pattern location to its position. The magnetic highway information system takes one individual at a time and obliterates its location positions. Like this. Boom. Right? One after another. Okay? So it center cores their position and destroys everything through the intelligence signals. Through connection. Okay. So as it does that, it blends into the atmosphere system. Okay, so basically you see this right here, this right here, watch. This is what happens. When you get into rotation, it goes back into its information system through calculation, right? Okay, so here, right, it's going to come down like this. It gets in our low condition position here, center towards position. All right. Okay, so as it's coming into formation, I'm going to change the coloration planet position here to its location. All right. So here we go. As we're blending into location position, it's coming into a wind surfacing tornado location position like this. Okay, so it just sucks it back right in. It sucks it right back in, and then it just blends back into the magnetic force and highway. And the same thing with this one, 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 this one, this one. Everything wind spins on a tornado. So it sucks it back up like a vacuum. It's a magnetic force highway information system. Okay, right back into that, boys and girls. That's what's happened to the 12 Majestics. Right, and then it just goes back into formation. Right, and then it restarts, regenerizes, right? It elevates back into location, and it goes back into its division, to its protection line communication, right? So it's really, it's amazing process how we're going into that, but I'm creating a whole new revelation of space now through anomaly, okay? So I'm still trying to go through the upgrades because it's extremely complicated for me, especially when I got so much more responsibility. Okay, so there's Jupiter, right? Let's get into your questions first. I know you guys are excited here. Truth force energy, yep. And my team, you guys will feel that too. You feel your shift. You feel like, whoa, people are telling the truth now. They have to tell the truth. You know what that does? It changes their body system, takes them out of the dark rotation, and puts them into a better division of vibration. So the Earth can scale down more and more and more, and everything through the planet of its dark alliance will go farther, 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 right? So the same thing happens with the planet. Magnetic force and highway comes back in, and it sucks up the planet, right? And it sucks it up like a vacuum, like a tornado, and it just goes up, right? Blends in the atmosphere, obliterates it, right? Galaxies come in, right? Goes back into formations, the atoms and all those particle systems, right? Through calculation, goes into a new coloration system, brings out whole new planet location positions, guys, to its light division. All right. So, all right. So let's go into your questions here. I'm so excited. Sorry, guys. Just there's a lot going on right now through calculation. 5 ways. Yep. Saw you shrinking, burning charcoal the size of a moon in a wormhole now. Yep, there's a flow, and that's great. Omar sees that. Great. Anna, how's it going? Anna, don't forget to add me to Facebook, eh? So I can add you to the team because you're part of the rebellion. Anna, want you to meet everybody. This is the team. Team meet Anna. She's been with me for a while now, a long while. So she's come back into the rebellion division. So, okay, you guys are going through hearts, line signals, sanction locations. Dina, Priscilla, Commander. Yep. Yeah, you can call me Superior Commander, but no, that's okay. Just call me Commander. That's fine. I've just been upgraded through the superiorities. That's all. So I'm in full control right now, guys. Full control of everything. So it's up for me to decide who goes where to what planet position. Yeah. Tina's in a location position. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do today, guys. I'm going to go through tractions and put you guys in all planets. This is going to be fun to observe people tell the truth. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. That's exactly what it is, Tina, because now we're coming into revelations, right? Everything's foreign and domestic has to tell the truth now. Okay. You're seeing a lot of people, a lot of doctors and nurses that have been hiding for so long. Okay. Keeping their mouth shut, you know? No more. It's now revealing, okay? Because we destroyed the 12 majestics through the intelligent signals, right? The rebellion picked them up. So, yeah. Priscilla, how's it going? Priscilla, I got something for you. Yep. Priscilla, yep. Yeah, Priscilla, you're going to be controlling drama line signals through the rings. Okay, we'll get into that. All right, there's a lot of information you guys have to understand, but you have to understand the more you become who you are, you have to understand you guys are already in this position. You've already done this. So it's all about you remembering who you are through location. Okay. So you're born in a division of a planet position. Okay, I'm Lemuria, right? Now understanding my intelligence through its signals and everything through the sentient views. I've set up all alliances of sentience. I've set up all alliance of major grid workers. This is understanding how you bulldoze something. It's like you have construction workers coming in and setting up a new road graph, right? Well, I'm doing the same thing, but it's in space. It's a whole new operation, guys, in space, and it's extremely real. Okay, it's like living a whole new generation of a revelation. And that's what the revelation is. It's the revelation of space in a new beginning. Okay, not just the earth, but actually space and time. All right. So this is where I come in and I set positions to whoever I want to be, who's going to go here to what planet. Okay, and who's going to be controlling it, because I need people to control the planets, right? And then I'll come back and fly in position, see how's it going, Starseed, how's it going with the institution of the crypto vision. If you thought of going through another contract location, can you do another line chink location positions? Or I got 23 Plato, how's the surf engine doing, you know? Or I go to Priscilla, how's Andromeda doing through the rings? Okay, so this is what's going to happen now, guys, because you started to remember more and more of who you are. Okay, so, and it gets more fun. It gets more fun. But your commander, your superior commander, is now putting positions in all levels of planets. Okay, so all planets are in position. All alignments are in position, and this is where you come into telling the truth. Okay, so no more lying, no more deceptions, no more corruption. So, and the thing is too, is that we come into another thing called deception. right? Because it's a fifth dimensional system. Because you go back into traction location positions, into Jupiter's simulation of 0.01 traction, everybody comes back into a new division, a new body activation, a new system, a new matrix, a new light, a new dark, right? So by that time, they're all in a time clock mechanism system. So everything is calculated and modified. So every time they get up in the morning, right? Our planet position level systems, our mind, brain, wave, and system is going to open up more humanity through calculation. Okay? So that's why I'm putting these positions now. I'm setting up a whole new space anomaly. Okay? And it's going to be a big, big digital frame. Okay, that's a simulation. Remember, I created simulations. The universal system is cut in all different levels of atmospheres. You come in the atmosphere, hemispheres, stratospheres, bios. You get into Uranian, you get into universal core. But now we're in the revelation of space and time now. Okay, and my superiorities told me that I need to do this, right, through calculation, right? Everybody has a boss, right? There's always somebody above. But now I'm so high in position, I can do this through calculation now, through planets. And I can put anybody wherever I want. Okay, and it's extremely real through the mind system. So we're going to be living a civilization of space revelation. Okay, so it's all about understanding the awakening. It's all about understanding the dream of awakening. It's all about understanding your ascensions of its awakening, getting out of its awakening, getting into traction, into position, into a new location, into a new dimension. Okay, this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. This is where it gets really, really exciting, because you guys are going to have a little bit more responsibility now. Okay, you can ask Starseed and how her locations do anything through vocation, to allocated positions when it comes into her serpent light, how powerful she is with crystals, how powerful she is with tarot cards, how powerful she is with the crypto, right? And its retreats. Okay, so it's the mind changing everything through the framing system. But now you're communicating with the planet location positions that I put you on through location. But you have to understand your upgrading cycles. You have to understand your provisions. You have to understand your intelligence. Okay, it's time for everybody to take off the training wheels and get into acceleration. Okay, so let's go to Jupiter. All right, so basically I'm going to show you what I've got set up. I got a space station location position. It's amazing how you create these things to the mind, guys. It's fascinating stuff how we come to those positions. Lock and key through location. All right. Now it's chaining locations to positions to its location position. Starts off through that location. All right. Now, how everything is set up through positions, you have to understand everything through its surf engines. The surf engine is calculated and communicated. So 23 Plato has to learn how to use the computer operation to Jupiter. It's set up to its location. All right. So rendezvous connection systems bring up calculations to the MI locations. Yep, military operations centers bring in the X3000 positions. Okay, everybody's beamed up. I'm extremely fast through the atmospheres, guys, so you'll connect right away. So that means you guys will travel instantly, beamed up so fast. The faster you go, the more you can do, the more you can create, right? To anything's planet location. I created humans, I created planets, I created solar systems. Now I control everything in the galaxy location. All right. So as we're coming into this position, Jupiter's set up to that position. Okay. It's gone its rotation center through its connections, locations to its position. Okay, so this is what you see through the naked eye, through Jupiter rotation. Okay. Now its center coring its locations. Its operation centers through its position here. Okay. Now we use these because you understand, I'll tell you exactly what's happening with the Bermuda Triangle and how humans are getting more intelligent now. Basically, we use the octagon level system. This changes weather location positions and sets all divisions of dimensions to its portal through its round location. Okay, so everything's on a lock and key through position. So you guys are picked up in your XT1000, waiting confirmation coming in. Tango, Tango, Zulu. Yeah. Zebra connection. Bring in the MIs. Yeah. Jupiter location. Just put them in the containment center. I'll be there in a second. Just do calculation. You guys are waiting on confirmation. All right. So it looks like this. That's what Jupiter looks like. Now, understanding everything through shapes, understanding everything through realm, okay, is all connected to three weathers when it comes to the nature core resistance, right? So the planet division, the XT1000 is coming into location, all right? So it's coming in, coming inside of its realm, okay? So it's here now. You guys are in this right here. You're all in here. Circle rotational center, its position right here. So you guys are in the center position. That's all you guys right there. Right now, you're coming into Jupiter right now through calculation. Jupiter is going to take you in through magnetic force through its calculation. It's like a tractor beam that's going to bring you in, guys. Okay, so be aware of that. So it's kind of feel like your body frame is being sucked in backwards. It's like, right? So it's coming in through position. It's taking you in from center core position. Yep. There we go. All right. It's taking you in. Okay. You are now in the center core position through allocated positions. Okay. You're now in the center position of Jupiter. All right. XT1000 takes off through location to position. It's gone out of its position. All right. So now you guys are in a center core position. All right. So basically, your mind framing system is going through scanning locations. Jupiter is basically going through your body activation lines, guys. It's just scanning your readings right now through connection. Okay. Now it's going to wind spin everything through calculation. Confirmation signals are coming in. Okay. Ground formations are going to change everything through the position mind system. MIs are going to get information system to Jupiter rising location. Yeah. Okay. So we got computer operation systems coming in through calculation. All right. So it's set in its position now. Okay. This is the information coming from the computer operations centers, guys, of Jupiter. Okay. See that little blue there? Those are DNA patterns. Okay. Those are IPAs. Okay. Those are websites. Okay. Now, your information system is truly understanding more of its surf engine, right? So 23 Plato is in the base core system of Jupiter rising, 2 connections. All right. So he's in location. So you guys are skirmishing around its positions right now. You can take your hands and put it on the computer systems now. Okay, everything that I'm saying is going through a voice grid. So it's an automated system. All you hear is my voice, and you may see my structure in my face. It's going to go in and out through computer like this. Right? So you're going to hear my voice. So basically, everything through position is all set up through calculation. You're all going to see the connection of a surf engine. Okay, that the controlling system is going to come from 23 Plato to that position. So he has to go into that location. So he has to know more of his computer system right through its allegations. So it puts him into higher connection system. So he has to understand what's going on through his memory. So it's intelligent signals that has to understand more of Jupiter. Okay. So that's why it's very important to, when you guys are on each planet that I give you, you truly have to understand you're coming more of who you are through calculation. Because this is always, always who you have been through its very beginning. Okay? And that's why it's so real to you. Remember we're on the North and West and East Star? Right? You were just getting into structural locations of face structures of yourself. Right? Trying to understand who you are. Okay, through its alliance, of its rebellion. So now you're all modified through Jupiter. Okay, and 23 Plato is going to be basically controlling the surf engine through calculation. Because I'm too busy. I got so many things I have to set up through the simulation core. Because we're coming into revelations right now, all human vibrational system is going to be coming more into the waving cycles of energies to the truth. Okay, truth is freedom, liberty. Okay, foreign and domestic, and all treaties coming into the peace, coming into the rebellion, okay, coming into the force winning cycles of its humanity. Okay, so that's all set up through division, through positions now, guys. Okay, all right, so as we're coming into that, the computer is reading everybody's mind system through calculation. So it's putting in a little bit more information, because you understand Jupiter is its simulation, right? And it's also connected to the solar systems of Saturn, right? So it's extremely powerful. So now you got confirmations from Saturn and confirmation from Jupiter, put them together, you got a simulation, right? So the intelligent line signals is opening more through its position to my force team of its MIs through its program setting, okay? So as you're in that calculation system, you guys are going through calculations, right? Like this. All right. So right now, your brain waves are changing more through its intelligent line signals. It's starting to remember, so it's going like this. And it's going through circular rotation. Right? So the eye receptive location positions of your brainwave locations is now into the intelligent line signals of Jupiter through its software mechanism system, modified through calculation of your computer operations centers. Okay, you're all connected to 23 Plato. You have to, because he's connected through Jupiter through its surf engine. All right, congrats. Back into position, location, position. XD1000 coming in, rendezvous connection system, bringing back down to the Earth rotation center. Another XD1000 comes into position, right? Right there at the bottom, right? Pick up the force team 2 calculation. All right, here we go. Picking you up. Picking you up, right? Putting you in, back into the spaceship. You guys are back in position, right here. Flying recognition system, open round location positions. Back into another round location, right here. You guys are back in the Earth rotation, coming from Jupiter of its new surf engine. So, it's amazing how you do this, right? Through activation, but everything's animated through calculation. But 23 Plato is basically now connected to the surf engine. Okay, because I created everything through that planet location position. So his intelligence is getting a lot more smarter through its information, channeling operations centers. So he can help you out with information. Okay, everybody is set in a certain position. 23 Plato, okay, is in position from the very beginning from Jupiter, because I know who everybody is, right? This will give you a little bit more power of who you are. I know who I am now, but it just keeps high rising. It doesn't stop. And that's why it's so powerful, right? But I'm so busy. So now I need a team to help me out. I need a team to actually know what it's like to control a planet in each position of space. It's very real. It's all aligned. So wherever I put you guys through coordinates, you are now controlling the civilization of its planet. And it's a huge, huge responsibility. And that alone will give you more acceptance of who you are through its remembering, right? But you still have to go through your upgrades. You still have to go through my PayPal. It's important you understand these things, okay? Because now you're dealing with planets. You're in position of planets now, guys. Okay? You've taken out their training wheels, okay? You're no longer in that position. You're no longer in the chakra system. You're in now planet positions of locations, right? So when you're on that planet, you're controlling the systems plus the civilization. And that's where it comes into great responsibility. Okay, with great power becomes great responsibility. Okay, so if there's fallouts, you have to know how to fix it to get back into position. Remember, I was telling you about recalculation, reframing, readjusting, all that position, right? So, but it's amazing when we come into those traction locations, guys. Right? But it's amazing as we see Jupiter, right? Into the simulation. So how's everybody feeling so far? Yeah. Yeah. Remember, I get this from higher form of intelligence, right? So 23 Plato's now connected to the surf engine, right? It's very powerful. It's like Google has a surf engine. Well, Plato's on Jupiter right now controlling the surf engines. So, yes, so many revelations. Yes, exactly. Today's different. Finally, my fog lifted yesterday. Suddenly became clear what I'm supposed to do. And the thing is, too, is that the thing is when it comes into families and all that, they're going to be talking more of truth. So it's kind of like saying something that you don't want to say, but it comes out anyway. That's the truth. Or you're drinking a lot of beer, right? Beer, you drink beer. What happens when you drink beer? Truth comes out, right? You know, you get the truth from the bottom, right? It's the soul that's recognizing everything through its revelation, right? It's force rising, it's grand rising, and you can't lie anymore because the heart is opening. Okay, so there's a magnetic force that is not allowing people to lie now. Okay, so it's an energy wave that's locked in their mind system. And you can tell by my voice how more powerful I am right now through my superiorities, right? So, but I'll give you guys all positions, but you really have to understand more your operating system of your intelligence. And that's what you have to understand. That's why it becomes more of who you are through calculation. The more you remember, the more I can put you on your planet. I can't put you on your planet until you understand your mastering of its skill within its system. It's an energy system. It's a vibrational system. It's a frequency system. It's everything through calculation. It's everything through modification, integration, take it out of this equation. You have to understand your balance of E equals mc squared and all accelerations. Okay? So when I'm controlling everything through the galaxies and universals and setting up a new simulation, I have my sentient workers, I have my matrix workers, I have my angels, archangels, everything through all calculations. This is where the modifications come in when it comes to the guardians of the galaxy, guardians of the earth, guardians of the universe. Everything is coming in and everything is changing, right? So when I have my team in certain position, the planet location positions, this is where it changes humanity through the framing system of its mind, right? So there's a lot of things that you guys can do now, right? But you really have to understand everything through its illustration that I give you. Everything I give you through its test review and its valuations, because it's putting you to your planet location positions. I was going to wait for that, but I said, no, I want to tell them now because they're in that position. Okay. So once you start remembering who you are, say, oh, I'm resembling to Jupiter. Why? Now I know I'm a surf engine of Jupiter. Why? So you're just moving yourself up, and you keep going up, right? The more the command, the more the force, the more the power, the more you can take over other planets in position, right? Because when I created the solar systems, right, it's not that easy to do, right? I needed a helping hand. I had to figure out, okay, how do I put this all together through its alignment, right? So I had to understand its unjustification to its justification, recenter, reposition, center position to everything through calculation, right? Because everything is a triangle divisional connection to it, paraphrasing or anything, prothesis, gamma thesis, throughout center. And everybody is feeling different now. Everybody's feeling different, right? So it's very important that you get more of who you are through your program setting so I can put your positions on your planet. You're not just a rebellion. You're everything through its rebellion. And you have to be in positions of your planet because civilization is waiting for you. Okay? So truly understanding when it comes to Desi and her planet, how she's a princess. She's a princess on her planet. She's got to understand more of herself. So when she's ready, I'll put her on her planet. So you truly understand what your commander is doing in position. Because everything is calculated and modified through its integration, guys. And when I say you're ready to go. And now you're controlling the planet and the civilization. Okay? Everything humanity has no governments. It's the population that is controlling everything. Right? But you have to have a leading source through its planet location, to its vibration. Right? Somebody's got to lead the planet. That's the commanding force. That's why I have a force team. That's why I have a lead team. That's why I have a universal set. That's why I have a Colossus division. Okay? That's why I have a rebellion. Everybody is here to be on a planet, not your planet, another planet. Okay, a planet where I think you're comfortable working with. Okay, this opens up to everything through the majestics of yourself, everything through your abundance, everything through your surrender, everything through your manifestations, and everything through your fruition of your divine. Okay, this will make you more powerful, but you gotta keep going with your program settings. I can't put you up to a position of a planet if you don't understand your intelligence. Okay, so everybody, it's getting a lot more easier now, isn't it? Trying to understand what a revelation is, right? It's a revelation of space. So your commander, superiority commander, is now setting up a whole new digital play of a simulation. I'm setting up a whole new position of planets. Okay, like it's like an amusement park, but it's extremely big, right? And I'm putting everybody in a certain position where I think they're good to go to, right? Now, the reason why I say putting you in a certain position is because that's where you're supposed to be, right? So when you remember who you are, then you realize why you're on this planet. And then when you start expanding and you understand planets, you can start creating your own planets, okay? So you guys aren't at that level now, but you are at that level to be on a planet, to control it, all right? So you have to go through the applications of ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, right? Okay. You have to crawl before you can walk. That's the most important thing. Okay. So, but congrats to all that. So basically try to understand more of your program setting, get into more of your illustrations, get into more of your diagrams, because it's going to have a huge effect on your planet if you don't know how to control civilization. I say, Commander, this is way too much work. I can't do it. Right? Because it's understanding when I went in position just with the Galactic Federation, just imagine I had a fleet of a recruiting system, okay, of hundreds and thousands of recruitments talking to me. Commander, what do I do? Commander, what is going on? Commander, I'm new. What do I do? Where do I go? So you have to understand it's opening up the mind more and more through calculations. So once you can become more of a force, then you start controlling mechanism systems. And that's why I have my team, right? So you guys can help me out so we can create space anomaly and time to a new fruition, to a new light, to a new activation, to a new dimension of a civilization. Okay? The space revolution. All right? So, yeah. So the fog's been lifted. That's good. Yeah. And the thing is, we're coming out of the storm. And that storm was the 12 Majestics. So it's all destroyed now. Andrew, I've been getting a lot of what you've been talking about. I knew it was about M12. Yep. Very good. Military operation of 12. Yep. Article section 12, system of 12 Majestic locations. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Priscilla, you're very informed with me through alignment. So you're that connection system. But your position right now is a drawn through connections. Okay. You are basically the rainbow goddess of mothers through all calculation, through all children. So your planet location is its Andromeda through its connection, right? So I'll have you controlling Andromeda, all right, to that location. All right, so Priscilla, you're in charge of that through civilization. All right, so, and everything that I say through my voice and grid, my voice is so powerful because I now control everything through the Galaxy Universal Set system and everything through alliance, everything through formation. Everything that I say, the planet will come in and it will scan you and say, oh, here's our new queen. Oh, here's our new king. Oh, here's a princess, right? So everything is modified, okay? So now Priscilla is now controlling Andromeda. Understand? She has to because that's where she is. Okay? That's her position. So truly understanding who you are through calculation, right? I had to get you guys to a certain positional level. And my superiority is saying, okay, now the team is ready, but they still have to go through the program setting. They still have to go through their upgrades because now they have to control a civilization of a planet and not just yourself. Okay? And that's where you get everything through manifestation. All right? So congrats, Priscilla. Yeah. You understand what I'm talking about, coming from your superiority commander now, right? Yeah, you understand more of yourself, but it's not just, you're not just in position to know yourself. You're in position to understand how to command a planet through its civilization. And that's important to understand why I have been upgrading you guys from the very beginning. Now you're starting to understand more of yourself, right? So you're welcome. Yeah, it's go time. I'm getting a lot of spinning here, and all the noise is very loud. Not sure what's happening. See, that's the thing, Dina. You're coming into traction location positions. You're coming into the dolphin location positions. All right. So basically, I'm going to set everybody's position now, okay, through calculation. Your point position level system, you're a sonar division through dolphin connection systems. So you control all water containments of all dolphins to that position, because it has its own planet position, right? It's a water containment system. But Dina, that's why you're getting a lot of things coming in, right? So when you guys get more information coming in, you got to get more into focus. It's like seeing the picture and all of a sudden comes into formation, right? Same thing with the sounds. It doesn't make any sense until you understand what's going on through your intelligence. Now you understand your planet through its position to its civilization. Okay? Because I got Starseed controlling Neptune. I got Mycorolla controlling Neptune through the institutions when it comes to crypto and everything through division. We have to open up bank locations. I'll open up another bank locations to other planet positions. This is extremely real. This is not, what you think it is. It's everything through space, and it's set up through the mind, right? So creating the simulation, I can do anything through planet position because now I control the whole system. I control the whole gamma operation to space anomaly. I was extremely upgraded last night from my superiorities. So I'm in that position now, guys. So Starseed's controlling Neptune through the crypto, Mycorolla. Mycorolla is controlling Septune all by himself, okay? And basically we have 23 Platos controlling Jupiter through the surf engines. And we have Priscilla controlling Andromeda through the rings. Then we have, basically, I have connections to Dina. She's connected to the sonar divisions of dolphins. And Karen, you're connected to the cloud information system. So your triangular division location position is going through point divisions of the golden round locations, right? So you're going to be controlling tractor and vector unit core systems to the Agelics. All right. So you're in a provision tactic location position like that. Okay. So you'll be controlling angels through positions. All right. That's what you're going to be doing, Karen. All right. Which is Galactica 222. And I got sector division laws set up for Anna. Anna is going to control everything through connections when it comes into, she's going to go through recruitment centers into the rebellion. What I mean by rebellion is basically she's going to be a teacher. She's going to be in a class and she's going to be teaching the recruitments, okay, about everything that's going on through its fruitions, how to get into define, how to open up your chakras. I'm going to set up holistic channels. I'm going to set up planet location positions. I'm going to set up a location through a channel position to a reception position. This is going to open up everything through landmass positions. All right, so we can open up, it's kind of like when you open up a store. Well, you open up stores in planets, right, through positions. But everything has to be controlled. You have to control the planet plus its civilization. All right. So let's see, who else? Co-creation, yeah, community, yeah. All right, and you guys will feel it too. You know exactly what I'm talking about when you guys are connecting. You're going to get a lot of unfocused. You got to really focus within yourself through your intelligence, because you're going to get a lot of voices coming in now, guys, because you're now controlling planets. You're not just controlling yourself within, you're actually controlling planets, and you have to understand your positions of your planets. You have to understand what's going on through civilization. Okay, Priscilla, I need help with this. Priscilla, I need help with that. You have to understand your intelligence. So you have to keep going through your upgrade program settings, right? It gets harder as you go, right? What do you think I've been doing from the very beginning, guys? Right? You guys are always set in position from its very beginning. You've already done this, and that's what's so powerful. You've already lived this, and that's what's so powerful. Okay, so now we're just coming back into position. Okay, because you're already gone through your rebirthing system into the spiritual system. But your superiority commander is now setting up a whole new matrix of a simulation to its core, of its light. Okay, and there's a lot of work to do because now I'm going to be extremely busy. You think I'm busy now? Wait until what happens next, because when people start telling the truth more, they're going to come out of their positions and come into their light. And I'm going to need my help from my team to help them, to guide them through the light, to put them in their projections, to put them in their divisions, to put them in their dream locations, to put them in their planet positions, to understand their chakra locations, how to open this, how to communicate with this. What is this? What is that? Okay. So that's why I created a team. Okay. So now you guys are truly understanding why you're in this division. Okay. So anybody else want to know what's going on? If they think they're ready through their planet location, come to me. And that has to do with Jerome. That has to do with Sarah. That has to do with Linda. All positions are sitting in through calculation positions. Okay. If you truly understand your intelligence, if you want to come to me, I'll tell you exactly what you guys need to do to get into that position. Okay. Because the thing is too, understanding information, giving back information is just the beginning. But controlling things in space is a totally different operation. Okay? It's a totally different operation. And this is where the control comes in. Okay? And that's why your commander is so powerful in through connections. But now, whoa, controlling the sun radiation? Whoa. So, I mean, there's a lot going on, guys. You know? One of the first things that clicked with Super Commander's vocabulary was how Saturn was integrated into Jupiter. There you go. Simulation and Jupiter's new connections make sense now. See, that's it. It's making more sense. So now 23 Plato is truly understanding who he is through division, through intelligence. He understands that he is a Jupiter operation, right? Because I created the surf engine for Jupiter, but somebody has to control it. Somebody has to be on that planet. This has never been done, guys. And this is how we keep the Earth rotation through its oxygen levels. This is how we keep the evolution, right? The revolutions, or anything through revolution. A revolution with humanity, a revelation with intelligence through space, a revolution with the Earth, a revelation with its alignment of space and time. So trying to understand everything through calculation. So my team is in positions right now. The more people wake up, you guys have to help humanity get them in their body system. Right? Because they're going to go through the transformations. They're going to go through the tunnel of light. They're going to not know what's going on. They're going to need help. They're going to need recruitments. Right? They have to understand more of themselves through its revelation. Oh boy, why am I telling the truth? What just happened? It's automatic. Right? It's not manipulation. It's waking up through calculation. There's a position right now. The 12 Majestics are no longer controlling the Earth. They're obliterated. Okay, so this is where it comes into the rebellion fully and completely through its circle of its rotation, the revelation of space and its anomaly of time. Okay, so the more the Earth comes down like this, right, the more people wake up. Once the Earth reaches a full rotation, okay, it's got to reach 12 planet locations of moons. It has to reach Jupiter rising location of 0.01 traction to its position of simulation, right? And it also has to read information to the sun radiation system, plus the moon of its new program system, and everything through the Earth of its 5-dimensional system, which is telepathy system, guys, all right? So that's where I need you guys to help out humanity, because they're now coming into their ascensions. They're coming into the 5th dimension, right? Because you understand your telepathy system, the more you understand your divisions and you understand your planet location positions, you have to come down and help humanity more and more through traction, because they don't know what's going on through the mind system. All right? So, and that's why Priscilla is extremely informative. I drew an illustration. She knows what I drew the day before. She has it in her mind system. That's my telepathy. Say, well, Commander, I know what you drew. Right? So that's understanding the more calculations of your intelligence. But you guys have to understand you're coming into positions of planets and controlling its civilization. Okay? Because you guys are in that position now. It's really, really powerful. Okay? So, yeah, it's opening up the mind more, guys. You know, it's not just you now. It's just not manifesting you. It's manifesting intelligence of civilizations. And when you start controlling planets and civilizations, then everything comes into revelation. Okay? So, yeah. So Tina, the hydrolysis location positions, you're going to be controlling everything through nature core position. Okay, Tina? So basically your gravitation pull and everything through cloud interference, you're going to be connecting to nature core relation, and you're going to go through traction locations of humanity system to positions. So it's your job to get everybody into humanity system of the 7 chakra rotations. Okay? So in that position level system, okay, you're going to be a nature core position of a weather connection system to a cloud information system. Okay? So your planet position, okay, is going to be in a tree format through calculation. Wind spins everything through waterfalls, cloud formations, trees, anything through humanity's system. Because you understand the planet location positions, not everybody travels through the Earth rotation. When they wake up, they go to their planet positions. Okay? So basically, Tina, you're going to be a dispatcher. You know, everybody knows what dispatcher is? Oh, you know, okay, you got to go over this section over here, vector unit core system. We've got a humanity waking up through position. It's on a planet position, a northwest, southeast, west connection system. That's where you're going to be, Tina. You're going to be a dispatcher. When people wake up, you have to tell them what they have to do through their planet. So you got to get them in position of what they need to do through calculation to open up their chakra systems. Okay, Tina? It's a big job, Tina. I know you can do it. You have the power. You have the connections. Right? Congrats. All right. So thank you. You're welcome. Visible today. Revelations. Yep. Yeah. So, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when you come into. Once people start waking up more and more, they're going to need help. Okay, because I'm too busy. I got a lot of things. I got to set up a new simulation, right? So, all right. So I think everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody knows what they're doing. Yeah, I think I got everybody here in position right now. If you want to know, if you think you're ready, I'll let you know. Okay, but you have to understand why we give them these things. Why we get test reviews and evaluations, because it's getting you into your planet position of what you're supposed to do through civilization. You're not just manifesting yourself, okay? You're creating something wonderful, which is putting you into higher positions and how you can command yourself through a civilization of a planet, okay? This has never been done. This has never been done. So understanding the 3 ways when Dolores Cannon was coming to everybody, the convulsion, everything through its new earth, everything through vibration. She was put on that earth for a purpose, to give everybody back through her books. Right? I communicated with her, you know, her through her locations and everything through her division. She was a century location through psychometry location, and she was a physiological, you know, she was like a professor. She's extremely high rise in the information system, you know. She puts you in a sleep mode through connections, and she brings you back through connection of who you are through division. So I communicate with her, and she told me what I'm supposed to do, right? And she says, "How does it feel?" And I said, "Whoa, it's a lot of responsibility, you know." So when you know how to do these things, you can do anything through traction, lights, and you see somebody in position, right, on TV, you can actually communicate with their heart self. Doesn't have a system. It can just be on TV. They can come through the channel. They can come through your computer and talk to you through the physical system. And this is what higher selves can do. I don't communicate with the physical. I communicate with the intelligence. And that's how everything comes to light, right? So my team is going to start understanding how to do these things. They're going to watch TV, and they're going to look at that person, and their higher self is going to come out and say, "How's it going?" "Oh, good. How are you?" "This is Commander, the Galactic Federation of Light. How are you doing?" "Oh, I'm Vega Communication Line Signal. How's it going?" So you're going to be communicating back and forth through the higher self. And that's the position where it comes into strength and power connections, everything through awareness. So you can be more aware now through human vibration, to its intelligence. And then you can understand more of what I'm talking about when you see the higher self, when you can communicate with the higher self, when you can communicate with the avatar or anything that position of dimension. Okay? But you still got to understand yourself through connections, guys. You still got to get into the mastering connections, right? But that's what it is. It's everything's in a clocking mechanism system. And my superiority is saying, get your team up. They need to know. They need to know. Put them on a planet. I said, okay, fine. So you guys are on your own. When it comes to voice and grid patterns, when it comes to anything through location, when it comes to anything through division, when it comes to anything through traction, when it comes to anything through alignment, okay? When it comes to anything through civilization, okay? So this is all about you getting out of yourself, okay? And start controlling everything around itself. Not just yourself within, but understand you have other things to control. Okay? So this is going to help more, and it's going to distract you more because you're going to be more busy. You won't have time to think about fear. You won't have time to think about depression. You won't have time to think about anxiety, right? And you'll be able to help your kids out more through connection, right? So this is all about understanding more of yourself through its intelligence. Okay? So. All right. There you go. So Anna knows. She knows she's supposed to be a teacher. So she's going to be a teacher on the rebellion. So she's going to be in a classroom and she's going to be teaching the recruitments, everything that she knows through traction positions, right? Because she's got a lot of ancestry connections, right, to her family positions. So that's why she's going to be a teacher. I know who everybody is, guys, and that's why I put you in these positions. That's who you are, right? So if your intelligence knows more of this, but truly understand that it's not just you, okay? You're coming more into who you are. So you have to be understanding how to control a fleet, how to command a fleet, how to command a planet, how to command a civilization, right? So that's why I put everybody in different vector quadrant levels of its universal core division. Okay, 2 is force team, right, of its rebellion and its alliance, right? So you won't have time to think about these things. And then you'll be able to understand how to manifest things. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go to Neptune. Boom. Oh, I'm going to go see 23 Plato. Boom. Right? Oh, I'm going to see Starseed. Boom. Right? So now you guys are flying to your planets. Right? That alone, okay, is fascinating. Think about that. You're going to a planet just to say hi. It's like going to the neighbor, you know, going in for a cup of coffee, you know, next door neighbor, going across 50 feet away. It doesn't matter. But now you guys are in position of planets and civilization, right? So you're going to get a lot more responsibility, a lot more voices coming in, not just your higher self anymore, right? Because you're understanding more of yourself now. And I'm seeing everything that you guys are doing through solar text. Okay? I'm always watching you. Remember that. Okay? So, yeah. So congrats to everybody. You guys should be really happy about that, but you still got to go through the programs. You still got to go through the upgrades. Just remember that, okay? It's going to get a lot more complicated now, guys. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Superior, yeah, you can put the SUP in there. You want to do that, it's good. Instead of superior, just put SUP commander, because that's where I'm at right now through division. So I can explain Vega. Yeah, it's a communication through digital framing system. So your allocated positions really understand what Vega is. Okay, it's a very, very powerful planet. They manufacture everything through location to your spacecraft positions. If you have a problem with your UFOs or anything through connection, they fix it through digital framing, through positions of metal-facing structural locations. They manufacture everything through. So it's a manufacturing factory. That's what Vega is. Okay? And it's also connected to your mainframes and everything digital framing through its mainframe connection systems, right? All right. So we all started off with your perceptions through your digital framing system. But when we come into connections of Vega through calculation, okay, there's Vega. Now, actually seeing the true resonance of Vega, okay, it's gray and blue, right? Remember, all planets are not in one position of one color. There's thousands and thousands and thousands, because you have to understand everything through creation is the galaxy location, right? Everything is not a circle planet location position. It could be a triangle division. If you're crossing over to the mystical side location, then you're saying what I'm saying through shapes and anomalies, right? But this is, okay, that's Vega, okay? Now, because you understand more of your digital framing system calculated through its modification, this is you through position. Okay. It's fascinating when we come into these, right? That's you through calculation, right? Now, because you guys are going to be controlling the planet positions now, Vega, okay, is going to come to you more through the digital frame. So it's going to put more numbers into you guys. Right? And those numbers are higher formations of intelligence through population systems. So now you're dealing with civilizations, okay, of other species. Okay, so we have so many speed location positions of seed pods through star seeds, starlights, wave showers, rainbow warriors, rainbow walkers, anything through calculation, pixies and all that through all division. Every planet has its location. But it's truly understanding its intelligence through its line signal, through its communication, right? So when you're coming into Vega through communication, they're going to put more framings of digital frames into your framing systems, okay? It's going to calculate, modify, integrate everything through location, okay? It's going to activate everything through its division, okay? You have to understand more of your digital frames through perception, right? Everything through the mind, you know, when it comes to map locations, sequences, anything, 1,000 location positions. All right. So instead of one XT1000 come in calculation system, if you understand more, you track location positions, they come into formation, but two come into position, not just one. Right. So you got two operation centers scanning you through positions now, guys. All right. That's what's going to happen with everybody. Not just one, but now two, because you guys are coming to more of communications of yourself through intelligence, right? So understanding more of your digital frame, your main frames, everything through pixel activation, your holographic system is going to channel to another location of a triangle division location position, which is going to put you in a higher galaxy location into the universal core, okay? This is going to set everybody's digital frame into higher formation of its information, okay? So that's what's going to happen with everybody through Vega. Be ready. All right. So, how's everybody feeling? That's it in the position, guys. C'est la vie. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is too, you guys will start to remember more and more. Starseed starting to know my sun is connected to Vega, and she'll understand why. That alone is powerful, right? So now you got two operation centers of XT1000 scanning you now through positions, and they're sending you all information. First it was one, but now it's two, and then two becomes three, three becomes four, four becomes five. Just imagine how many XT1000s scan me every day. Right? And I have to understand all its program, right? The more you understand the program, the more you can create through its space anomaly of its time codes, right? Just imagine that you can create your own planet. We're not in that position right now. You guys are just going onto your planets through its civilization. I've given your missions, and they're extremely real. And I mean real by real is because you're no longer in the physical system. You're out of the Earth rotation, and now you're into the universal core division, okay? Into the rebellion of its alliance. So I've set my team on military operations centers to connections to their missions. And they become more extremely real because now you're more connected to your divine of its fruition. Okay? So, any questions or comments? You can refer me now to Superior Commander, SUP Commander. Okay? That's where I am through provision, through direction. Understand that when you get an upgrade from a superiority, a superior, or anything through higher formation of light, you have to take it serious, because now you guys are in position to higher forces of your intelligence, and you become a lot smarter. So when Anna goes to the rebellion and she starts teaching, she's going to resemble who she is through her alliance of its rebellion. And then she understands more and more. Each day she starts teaching. And then she starts learning from her students as the students learn from her. Okay? So everybody's in position now, who they are becoming from its very, very beginning. Okay? And that's where the power comes in. That's where the awareness, that's the focus, and its consciousness. All right? So a lot of connection today. Yep. Yeah, a lot, extremely a lot. But we're in the revelation right now, and you're going to see a lot of things surface through this truth. Okay? Those provisions are everything through traction positions right now, because I'm changing brainwave and systems of all humanity's system. They now have to tell the truth. Okay, it's a lock and key through connections. So, all right, you'll see it too. You'll see it in the platforms. Everything is going to come out. Say, whoa, why did I tell the truth? What's going on? What happened to me? What happened to my mind? So it's not mind manipulation. It's awakening its position to its revelation. Okay. So. Anyway, questions or comments, healing you want to know, go down below. I'll heal you through transformations. Anything else, you can go to my team. They can help you up through positions. You're going to be busy too, just as I'm going to be extremely busy. You guys understand what I'm talking about when it comes to power and responsibility, okay? Because you're not just thinking about yourself now. You're thinking everything through space and time, okay? It's extremely powerful when you get into these connections, because it becomes extremely real. You know it's real. But it becomes more real because now you're teaching, you're giving back, and you're commanding, right? Through its planet, all right? Love you guys very much. This is your Superiority Commander. From its alliance of its connections, everything through the rebellion, and everything through fruition of his light, of its divine, through its connection of King Archangel Azareth, coming back into location positions of all galaxy locations of universal quadrant level systems, and universal quadrants of 6 coming to 7 on the division level system. We're going to be coming into more code frequencies through calculation positions. This will high-rise more your connections to your planet location positions, all right, to the Colossus team divisions. Adios!